ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਚ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਜੇਸਨ ਕੈਨੀ ਨੇ ਯੂਨੀਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਆਫ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਦੇ ਬ੍ਰੇਨ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਚ ਇੱਕ ਨਵੀਂ ਨਿਊਰੋ ਸਾਇੰਸ ਇੰਟੈਂਸਿਵ ਕੇਅਰ ਯੂਨਿਟ ਦੇ निर्माण ਲਈ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਵੀਨਤਮ ਬਜਟ ਤੋਂ ਨਿਵੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਚਰਚਾ ਕੀਤੀ। ਪ੍ਰੀਮੀਅਰ ਨੇ ਯੂਨਾਈਟਿਡ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਅਤੇ ਬ੍ਰਿਟਿਸ਼ ਕੋਲੰਬੀਆ ਦੇ ਥੋੜੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਹਾਰਡ ਡਰੱਗਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਪਰਾਧਿਕ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੇ ਕਦਮ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਚਰਚਾ ਕੀਤੀ।
The University of Alberta Hospital is, of course, a major part of our healthcare system, not just for Alberta, but in fact for all of Western Canada. We receive patients here from Manitoba to the Yukon. And the Neurosciences Intensive Care Unit is one of only two facilities like it in Canada. But this year, the 40-year-old ICU is in need of a serious update. And through Alberta's recovery plan, Alberta's government is expanding healthcare capacity in part with record investments in building and modernizing healthcare, including our hospitals. These historic investments are expanding healthcare across the province. Like, for example, Calgary's Cancer Centre, the new Red Deer Hospital for Central Alberta, a new maternity clinic and health clinic way up north in Lacrete, new operating rooms at the Foothills Hospital in Calgary, more money for EMS services, and, of course, Alberta's Surgical Wait Times Initiative, which has already brought wait times down for several procedures. And I look forward to an exciting announcement about more progress on that front tomorrow. But we're here today to announce an expanded neurosciences intensive care unit here at the University of Alberta Hospital Brain Centre with an $81 million taxpayer investment to more than double the current number of beds, in conjunction with $17 million being gifted from the University Hospital Foundation. You know, the COVID pandemic showed us that the entire Canadian healthcare system does not have enough capacity. In fact, Alberta went into COVID with the lowest per capita number of ICU beds in Canada, despite having the second most expensive system on a relative basis. I just repeat that. We went into this with the lowest per capita number of ICU beds with one of the country's best funded systems. And frankly, that means we were not able to provide the care that we needed when we reached the peaks of COVID without widespread postponement of surgeries. Now, that is why Alberta's government is so focused on delivering more hospital capacity, funded by our nearly $2 billion increase in the baseline budget for health in Alberta. Now, one small part of that, and a hugely important part, is our vision of building 50 new permanent staffed intensive care beds. And a couple of weeks ago, we announced that we've already achieved the first threshold, 19 of those beds fully opened, fully staffed. And we're well on track to adding another 31 intensive care beds that will be fully staffed and operating in the province by September, so we can better cope with significant spikes in healthcare demand, especially for critical care. The speed at which we are moving is a sign of how important this is to Alberta. More ICU beds will bring peace of mind to care teams and will give doctors and nurses the space and capacity, the equipment that they need to deal with future surges when we face them. These new specialized ICU beds here at the Brain Centre